this is the Provoked Prawn, and this is a tips and tricks video for Dying Light 2 to show you how to get multiple bits of high level gear and weapons, and to duplicate it so that your friends have more and that you have more that won't break over time. Now, as you can see from these shots, I have multiple bits of headgear and armor that includes level 8 and 9 equipment that I've found, and I actually have duplicates of that gear. So in this video I'm going to show you two parts: one, how to find this high level stuff, and then two, how to duplicate it. Now, this stuff obviously is legendary gear as well as being high level, so it's very effective and useful to have, and you can use it even when you're at a lower level. I've done a video previously on how to find some high level gear in the Newfoundlands part of the map, which is the second area, and it's right down the bottom behind this bridge and underneath it. Essentially, there's a lot of loot on the underside of the bridge underwater, and you need to just swim around in a few different areas. And when you get down deep and use your survivor sense, you'll find there are a number of inhibitors around there. I found about 4, I believe, inhibitor crates, but there are also a number of airdrops. Now, when you loot both the inhibitor crates and the airdrops, you'll find a number of different bits of gear. You can see, for example, that I got these steady aim gloves that are level 9 legendary artifact gear. And obviously that is one of the things that we can duplicate. Zoom in on the map while you're down there and you'll see where the other inhibitor points are. You can see several here, for example, inside the area of these buildings. But as you're swimming around, if you keep pressing Q and using your survivor sense, you'll scan the local area, and then eventually you'll pick up some other points. So there'll be some question marks that appear underwater, and you can swim to those, and you'll often find that there's either an inhibitor or an airdrop, and inside those crates you'll find more gear. There are both weapons and gear of level 7, 8 and 9, which is really high level gear, and you can easily find it here. And then we're going to use that, and we're going to use friends in order to duplicate that gear. So you do need co-op mode for this, but if you can get your friend or multiple friends into a game, there's a way that you can duplicate this gear up, and what you need to do is basically drop it on the floor and then have a countdown for it. So you find the gear that you've got, for example, level 8 trousers or level 9 top, and you drop it on the floor. Make sure you only drop one at a time. We found this is the best way to do it. And then have a countdown. So like 3, 2, 1, grab. And then at the grab point, both of you press your button to pick that gear up, and you'll make a swipe for it. And if you timed it right, both of you will pick up that one item off the floor, and then you'll have one each, which means you've then turned one item into 2. You can obviously repeat this process over and over and over and over and get as many of those as you want. This is obviously only really working beneficially for weapons, but if you have multiple friends and you want to share the gear between them in terms of the armor, then you can do that, and we have done that. If you're doing it with weapons, I'd also recommend, especially if you have the ability to add high level mods to the weaponry, that you do that before it drops, because once it drops it will still have those mods on it. Then when it gets duplicated, you'll have a modified weapon that's obviously more valuable because it's more dangerous, and then your friends will have that. So they might not have the ability to craft as high level mods as you, so doing this obviously duplicates that up and then gives them the extra weapons. Now, the other bonus of doing this obviously is level 9 gear isn't that easy to come by, and if you use it over a short period of time, it will eventually break. And yes, you can modify it to increase the durability, but what you will find is that it will decay and break over time. So if you have multiples of them, then you can obviously just keep using that level 9 gear and not have to worry about it. So for example, we crafted several of these chop machetes that are modified and they're high level, and then we shared them out amongst us. Now, if you find that it doesn't work immediately, it might be because there's a delay. So I was doing it with a couple of American friends, and obviously there's a latency and ping difference between where we are, and so there is a little bit of delay on it, and you have to make sure you hit the button at the same time. And it's worth checking with them whether they've got it. You can tell whether you have, because it will appear in the top right corner of the screen saying that you've got it, and you also get the sound and the animation of you moving your hand. You might see your friends move their hand, but they might not get it. So check with them that they have. And if they have, then obviously you can carry on this process or start again. You can see here, clip here, where we both dropped 2 weapons on the floor. This complicated things because one person grabbed the wrong one. So it's worth doing one item at a time. This has been the Provoked Prawn. Hope you found this video useful. Please hit that subscribe and like button. Thanks for watching.